Ethan Cross, a self-made billionaire in his early 40s, was known for his towering skyscrapers, flashy cars, and ruthless business tactics. Despite his wealth, he carried an air of arrogance that often pushed people away. One evening, during a charity gala at one of his luxury hotels, he spotted a janitor mopping the floor in the corner. The man wore a worn uniform but had a quiet dignity about him. Ethan, half bored and slightly intoxicated, decided to make fun, holding up a sheet of paper. He smirked and said, "Hey janitor, this is a foreign contract I got today. Translate this, and I'll marry you. Maybe I'll even make you rich." The crowd chuckled, treating it as a cruel joke. The janitor, a man named Luis, simply put down his mop, walked over, and calmly read the document out loud in flawless Mandarin. The room fell silent. Ethan's smirk vanished. The contract was no ordinary paper. It was part of a billion-dollar deal with a Chinese construction firm. Ethan had been struggling to understand the fine print, fearing he would lose the partnership. Luis, with his precise translation, not only decoded the language, but also pointed out a subtle clause that could have cost Ethan millions. "Where did you learn that?" Ethan asked, stunned. Luis smiled faintly. "Before life brought me here, I was a professor of linguistics. Lost everything after my wife passed, but language stayed with me." For the first time in years, Ethan felt humbled. He asked Luis to join him in final negotiations with the Chinese firm. Within weeks, Luis's expertise sealed the partnership, securing Ethan a deal worth over $1 billion. The media hailed it as one of the sharpest business moves of the decade. But beyond business, Ethan couldn't shake Luis's words or his quiet resilience. True to his drunken challenge that night, Ethan didn't marry Luis. But he did something equally shocking. He promoted him from janitor to head of his international communications team, offering him equity in the company. Reporters asked Ethan why. He replied, "I mocked a man I thought was beneath me, but he turned out to be the reason I'm standing here today. Wealth without respect is worthless." Luis, now dressed in tailored suits instead of a janitor's uniform, continued to carry himself with humility. The world saw the story as a fable of fate, but for Ethan, it was a turning point. Sometimes, the person you mock is the very person who can change your destiny.